it's a word in here that should belong, but it works still. Can demons live among us like a wife, kids, and a job? That was the question. Demons, right? We can't find that in the book one time. But what is a demon? See, that's why I said let me rephrase it because when y'all hear, y'all just know what it is. Right? Yeah. So, um, and sometimes people like to call them that. So, of course, I went to Google to get the definition of demon because let's see if we can agree with this word. Even though this word is not in the Bible one time, but words have definitions to it, especially when time and ages move forward, progress on. So demon, right? This is what demon is in Google. An evil spirit or devil, especially one thought to possess a person. So a demon, we can agree that's a devil, right? Ain't that what it said, right? It's an evil spirit, though. That's what it said, right? An evil spirit or devil, and that's what devils are. But some people, you know, tend to call them demons. So the lady, oh well, y'all know who it is now. Y'all know who she is, but it was a female that asked this question. Can demons live among us? I mean, it was a brother that asked this question. Anyway, can demons live among us like in a wife, kids, and a job? Okay, so in other words, these demons are known as evil spirits or devils, also known as angels. We all can agree with that? Can we agree with that? Right? So we know demons ain't holy angels, though. It's a big difference, y'all, right? So now let's get into it. Let's go to Revelation, verse 12. Excuse me, chapter 12, bro. Revelation chapter 12, right? And I think that's a good question right there, man. That's an excellent question. Sometimes, y'all, we get into arguments with people or whatever the case is, and it's not the person we talking to. Somebody's behind that person. Revelation 12 and 7. What did it say, bro? Because I got a question. I want to know where these evil spirits come from, or what some people call demons. Where these demons come from? They exist, right? They here. So we gotta know where they come from. Revelation 12 and 7, what did it say, bro?
And there was war in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Michael and his angels fought against the dragon,
Mm-hmm.
and the dragon fought and his angels.
All right, so we seeing two types of angels fight here. We seeing wicked angels fight, and we seeing holy angels fight. Obviously, Michael and his angels belong to God, and the angels they was fighting against was called the dragon, verse 8.
And prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven.
So he did all that to fail at getting God's kingdom. He ain't prevailed. He ain't beat God. He ain't even get close to God. Keep reading.
And the great dragon was cast out.
Okay, so we need to identify who this great dragon is, because whoever this great dragon is, God don't agree with him. He's an op to God. He opposes God. Doesn't make just because the devil opposed God don't make him stronger than God, y'all. He will never be stronger than God, regardless what he got these people believing. He said, "And the great dragon was cast out." Who is he, bro?
That old serpent called the devil.
Called the devil. What else?
And Satan,
What he do?
which deceiveth the whole world.
See, that's this devil. That's what these demons do. Demons, evil angels, evil spirits. They deceive the whole world. That's what they did. And who else came down here with him, bro?
He was cast out into the earth,
Uh-huh.
and his angels were cast out with him.
See, so he got angels too. They call angels. But these are specific angels. They devils. or demons. Right? So we see where these devils come from. It sounds like God kicked them out of heaven. Is that what we're reading? Oh, okay. All right. Just making sure, y'all. Let's keep it moving. Let's go to Job real quick. Job chapter 2. In Job chapter 2. So these spirits that God kicked out are the ones that don't obey God, y'all. Demons, devils, wicked angels don't obey God. They just don't. And when I say don't obey God, they ain't down with his plan. They don't want to do his commandments and do what he say. You know, they can't kill nobody and do anything on their own. That's not what I mean. They don't obey God. They don't obey God to his plan. They don't care about God's plan. They don't, you know, God's plan is to make us gods and them to serve us. Satan said, no, sir. That's why he's down here. Peace, brother. Go ahead, bro. Oh, what I say? Job chapter 1 and Job chapter 2. I'm sorry, bro. And verse 1. When you get it, go ahead.
Again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord.
All right, so these sons of God are angels, holy angels, okay? And who else came with these holy angels?
And Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. Okay,
so we just read earlier that the devil that was cast down was also called Satan. This is an evil angel, right? So he can't be a son of God. Because sons of God do what? Obey God's word. They follow that spirit he talked about. Devils don't do that. So Satan is there with God's holy angels making report. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Satan,
What'd he say?
From whence comest thou?
Mm-hmm.
And Satan answered the Lord and said,
What'd he say? From
going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it.
See that? So this is a devouring lion. He walking up and down the earth seeking whom he may devour. Because remember that curse God put on him. He said, the dust, he put him on his belly, and dust you shall eat for the rest of your life. The dust he is eating is us. We are the dust. We are from the dust. We've been created from the dust. And devour, he's eating us. He's destroying us by these lies. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job?
So if Satan don't exist, who God talking to, y'all? Somebody says Satan don't exist. Satan ain't real. The devil. Then who God talking to right here? Can we agree God talking to the devil? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
That there is none like him in the earth.
Mm-hmm.
A perfect and upright man.
So pay attention to what God said. God is the one that brought up Job's name. Because he said, where you coming from? And Satan said, in and out of the earth. And you know, going back and forth in it. So God already know what he's doing, seeking to devour people, right? But let me give you somebody strong. So you like messing with the weak ones. I got somebody strong for you. You consider Job? You know, this also could be a test too as well. You don't have to necessarily do wrong for God to allow the devil to do something to you. Go ahead.
One that feareth God and escheweth evil.
That's what Job did, right? And what did he do?
And still he holdeth fast his integrity.
So we have to go back to chapter 1 to understand. Because after God allowed Satan to do what he did to him, he ain't cursed God. He still held his integrity, y'all. That's what it's about. We still got to hold our integrity, our respect and peace with God. You know, we know God is in control of everything. And if something happened in your life, hey, you don't sit there and why you do that, God? No, don't do that. Keep your integrity. Somebody wants you to do that. They banking on you to do that. And keep in mind, y'all, because we got a lesson that's coming up, and this go hand in hand with it as well too. But anyway, go ahead, bro. Read.
Although thou moves me against him, to destroy him without cause.
See, so notice what God said. God didn't say, Satan, you destroy him without a cause. Nah. God said you moved me against him. How? Because he went up there speaking against Job and saying things. He'll curse you to your face to die. You do this and do that. You move me. So God gave him the power to do them things. Go ahead.
And Satan answered the Lord and said, Skin for sin. Yea, all that a man hath will he give for his life. You
see that? So now he's saying skin for skin. Because the last time he said, God said all that he have is in your power. That's in chapter 1. But he said don't touch him. Meaning don't lay no hands on him. And I bet you the devil listened to God. If you go back to chapter 1, I bet he ain't laying a finger on Job. But now he coming back again, skin for skin. Hey man, I done killed his kids. He still hold his man. Let me touch him, man. That's what he's saying. That's what this demon or this devil is saying, right? Go ahead, brother.
But put forth thine hand now.
See, why he didn't say, you know what, God, I'm gonna just go down there and touch him on my own. Why you gotta say you? Hey, allow this. That's what he's asking God. Allow this. Allow me to do this. Go ahead.
And touch his bone and his flesh,
Mm-hmm.
and he will curse thee to thy face.
Notice what he said. Touch his bone and his flesh. See, it ain't God that's touching him. He's going to allow Job to do it. See? But it's coming from God. He's allowing this. Read. And notice he said he's going to curse you to your face. This is a conversation happening in heaven, y'all. With a demon, a devil, an evil angel. He talking to God. And he telling God what this man going to do if you let me do this. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Satan,
What'd he say?
Behold, he is in thine hand.
You see that? Okay. Touch him. He's in your hand. Now, see, God got to be specific with this dude, because he'll go extra. What else he say?
But save his life.
Don't touch, don't kill him. I don't care. Because when God say you could do something for Satan, everything that's on the plate is there. Hey man, if I can kill him, however I do it is fine. See? So God said, no, you can touch it. Because if I'm touching somebody, I can do all kinds of things to even kill you. But matter of fact, God said, you know what? Don't kill him. What else God say?
So
what else happened?
So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord,
He couldn't wait to leave. Go ahead, and what he do?
and smote Job with sore boils.
Oh, wait a minute. Look what this devil doing, man. See, because the devils don't just hit the mental, y'all. They also hit the physical, too. Where do boils come from? That's a sickness, an illness. He got touched by an angel right there. This devil. He hit him with boils. That's the type of power devils have, y'all. Go ahead. And if you go back to chapter 1, you see they could control the wind as well. How do you think those pillars fell on his sons and daughters? Satan sent in the whirlwind. They got power, y'all. Go ahead.
From the sole of his foot unto his crown.
That's woo. That's more than one. I feel for that, man. Woo, Lord. Go ahead.
And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal.
Mm-hmm.
And he sat down among the ashes. Then said his wife unto him.
Now, pay attention, y'all. So, there was a conversation in in heaven. Let me touch him. He'll curse you to your face and die. Boom. And keep this in mind, too. Job ain't the only one that lost kids. She lost kids, too. They was her children. It was her stock, her riches. Anything Job lost, she lost, too. But see, when you in a battle like that on the field, somebody in that relationship going to fold. And it's just so happened it's not the head that's going to fold. Because remember, Satan is real slick. He know how to get the head to say or do anything. So I'm going to go to the woman. That's why he ain't off her in chapter 1. He off the children and all that others. And saved her because he can still use her. Because he could have killed her if he wanted to. But Satan is smart. Read that verse again.
Then said his wife unto him, Dost thou still retain thine integrity?
Because my integrity's gone now. You still, Job, you still retain your integrity? We lost our kids. God is just coming down on us and look at you. She loved her husband and he's full of boils. I know God is allowing this. You still hold your integrity? What'd she say, man?
Curse God.
What? Curse God. Somebody told God he will curse you. God said that. Satan said that to God, did he not? And do what?
And die.
And die. Curse God and die. Somebody want Job to curse God and die. So therefore this demon, which is on his wife, this evil spirit, this devil, okay? So he hit the mental of Job's wife and put that on her thought process, right? So what did Job have to say, bro?
But he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh.
You see that? As a foolish woman speaketh. Read.
What? Shall we receive good at the hand of God?
See, because people only want the blessings of God. What else?
And shall we not receive evil?
See, and nobody don't want the curses of God. It can't be a blessing if there's no curse. It can't be a curse if there's no blessing. They're both here for a reason, right? So we seen what this devil did. Can demons live among us like in a wife, kids, and Job? I said Job. Job. Oh man, let's go to that's good, bro. We ain't gotta worry about finishing that because it says Job ain't sinned with his lips at all. That's like the second time he came down on him. Go to Luke 22. Luke 22. Luke 22, y'all. Luke 22 and verse 1 when you get it. Luke 22.
Now the feast of unleavened bread drew nigh, which is called the Passover.
Which is called the Passover. So we talking about unleavened bread and the feast, which is called the Passover, because it's in its season. What's happened around this time, bro? Tell us.
And the chief priests and scribes sought how they might kill him.
Wait a minute now. The chief priests and the scribes, ain't they supposed to be teaching people about God? Why would you want to? Who they trying to kill? Let's see. Go ahead.
For they feared the people.
No, they feared the people. So they need some craftiness. They need some craftiness from their daddy. Here come the daddy. Go ahead.
Then entered Satan into Judas, surnamed Iscariot.
You see that? Satan entered. Wait a minute, because the last time we read, Satan is a devil, right? Also known as an evil angel, which, some people may call demons. That's what this did. Satan entered into Judas Iscariot. How did he enter into him? He entered into the mind. He ain't opened his mouth and stepped inside of him. No. He put something on his thought process. That's what devils do, y'all. Let's see what he put on his mind. Go ahead.
Being of the number of the 12.
Oh, he was one of the... Oh, we got to be careful, y'all. Don't think the devil can't get up on us. Go ahead.
And he went his way and communed with the chief priests and captains, how he might betray him unto them.
Oh, somebody put it in Judas' heart to go talk to these chief priests to betray Jesus. That's what they did. Go to John 13. Go to John 13. John 13. Because we looking at, they attack both the mental and the physical. Yeah, they get up in people. We just seen got up in Job's wife. And the devil ain't down here by himself. You got innumerable angels. A third, which is innumerable to us. It's a third because God know how to count them. He's the only one. John 13 and 1, bro, what it say?
Now before the feast of the Passover, when Jesus knew that his hour was come, that he should depart out of this world unto the Father, having loved his own which were in the world.
Go ahead.
He loved them unto the end.
Uh-huh.
And supper being ended, the devil having now put into the heart of Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, to betray him.
See? So that's how Satan entered into Judas. He went into his heart, which is the mind. He put it on his mind. Hey, man, you a thief. They got 30 pieces of silver for this guy, man. See? Yeah. That's what these demons do. Go ahead, brother.
Jesus knowing that...
No, I'm sorry. Skip down to 23, bro.
Okay.
Bless Sabbath, y'all. Bless Sabbath. Skip down to 23, bro.
Now there was leaning on Jesus' bosom, one of his disciples whom Jesus loved. Simon Peter therefore beckoned him to him, that he should ask who it should be of whom he spake. He then, lying on Jesus' breast, saith unto him, Lord, who is it? Jesus answered, He it is, to whom I shall give a sop when I have dipped it. And when he had dipped the sop, he gave it to Judas Iscariot, the son of Simon.
Then what happened after that, bro?
And after the sop, Satan entered.
See? There it is. This devil, this demon entered him. And we still reading around the same time. Passover, unleavened bread, huh? Keep reading, brother.
Then Jesus said to him,
What did Jesus say?
That thou doest, do quickly.
See, Jesus knew what's going on. Because Jesus knew his time. We don't know our time. Our time is always. He said, that what you do quickly. He knows Satan got up in the head Judas. He know that. But that's what devils do. Wasn't Judas supposed to be a friend of Jesus? He was a disciple, no? If somebody walking with you supposed to be serving the Lord, hey, I'm going to consider y'all friends. I guess until you kill me, then I know who you are. Right? Go ahead, brother.
Now no man at the table knew for what intent he spake unto him.
But he did. He understood that, and we understand this because we reading the things that happen. So now go to Luke 4, bro. Matter of fact, nah. Yeah, go to Luke 4. Luke chapter 4. We're gonna knock these out. We're moving pretty good because I'm actually shutting up. Luke 4 and Luke 4 and 33, brother. Luke 4 and 33. Tell us what it says when you get it.
And in the synagogue there was a man which had a spirit of an unclean devil.
Do you see that? Anybody paying attention to what's happening? Because the title says, "Can devils live among us?" Hell yeah, they can. This is their prison. They ain't going nowhere until God come cast them out of this earth. The final destination is the lake of fire for them, and anybody that desire to follow their foolishness. So read that again, brother. He said what?
And in the synagogue there was a man.
There was a man in the synagogue. We know what a synagogue is, right? That's where you go learn about God. Like devils can't get up in the church. Go ahead, bro.
Which had a spirit of an unclean devil.
Oh, you mean to tell me an unclean devil can get up in the church? Man, Satan probably sitting here now, huh? Go ahead.
And cried out with a loud voice.
He cried with a loud voice saying, what, brother?
Saying, let us alone. What have we to do with thee, thou Jesus of Nazareth?
No, it sounds like they know who he is. Go ahead.
Art thou come to destroy us?
Oh, see, they know about this guy. See, Jesus of Nazareth has the power to destroy. Hey, you come to destroy us? Go ahead.
I know thee, who thou art.
We know who you are. Who is he?
The Holy One of God.
Okay. So they know. Let's see what Jesus got to say.
And Jesus rebuked him, saying,
Saying what?
Hold thy peace.
Shut up
come out of him.
and come out. Be quiet. I know you know who I am. Be quiet. And what else happened?
And when the devil had thrown him in the midst.
You see that? And when the devil, evil angel, evil spirit, or demon, again, we know demon not in the Bible, but it agreed with the definition that the Bible talk of these evil angels. Go ahead.
He came out of him.
He came out of him. What else?
And hurt him not.
See that? So God is casting a devil or demon out of this man. What else, bro?
And they were all amazed, and spake among themselves, saying,
Saying what?
What a word is this? For with authority and power he commanded the unclean spirits, and they come out.
Yeah, because we seen the unclean spirit who they listened to. We saw that in Job. Who was they listening to? Who was he talking to? Satan was talking to who, y'all? God. So that authority and power, right there, God allowed them to do things. So yes, they are among us. They are in the wife. They are in the husband. They are in the children. If it's people on the job, they on the people at the job too. They there too. They all over. Go ahead, brother. Keep reading.
What was that? 37, right?
37. Yes, sir.
And the fame of him went out into every place of the country round about.
Uh-huh.
And he arose out of the synagogue.
Go ahead.
And entered into Simon's house.
Oh, so Jesus is in Simon's house, Peter's house, his boy. Right? Go ahead. What did he do there?
And Simon's wife's mother was taken with a great fever.
No, Simon's wife's mom was taken with the fever. A great fever. Wow. Go ahead. And they besought him for her. 39.
And he stood over her and rebuked the fever.
Y'all see that? Y'all see what Jesus just did? Jesus is standing over his mother-in-law and he rebuked the fever, y'all. He said, 103 degrees, be gone. Is that what he said? What is he rebuking? Is he rebuking the temperature or the, thank you. That's it. That's it. Because that's what's behind us. If we're sick, whatever, it's a devil. And that's why I keep saying, if y'all taking pills for sickness or whatever, and if God say no, guess what that pill ain't gonna do? It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Where you at, brother?
Middle of 39.
Yes, sir.
And it left her.
And it left her, right? Go ahead.
And immediately she arose and ministered unto them.
You see that? Let's see what he was rebuking, man, because she had a fever, and he rebuked the fever. Okay, keep reading. Let's see what was happening.
Now when the sun was setting, all that they had any sick with divers diseases brought them.
So we see that it's a lot of sick people, diverse diseases. This is some ill folks, people that got illness on them, y'all. They ill right here. Their physical body is ill. Right? Go ahead.
And he laid his hands on every one of them.
Jesus laid his hands on all these people that's ill with diseases and they sick. Go ahead.
And healed them.
He healed them? Yeah, he healed them. When he did that, what happened?
And devils also came out of many.
And demons. See that? They don't just hit the mental, y'all. They don't just make us argue. They make us sick too. They here. They are among us. Your little baby got 104 fever. Hey, that's a devil. So he said after he healed them, and devils also came out of many. Doing what, brother?
Crying out and saying, Thou art Christ, the Son of God.
They confessing. Hold on, they confessing Jesus, yo. The devils is confessing Jesus. So shouldn't that tell everybody on earth something? If the demons, the devils that don't care to listen to God, but confessing that he exists, shouldn't we take heed to that and check into God and see what it is God wants us to do so we won't get the same punishment as them? They confessing Jesus. They telling us, Thou art the Christ, the Son of God. And what else, brother?
And he, rebuking them, suffered them not to speak.
Be quiet. It's for other people to find out who I am. Go ahead.
For they knew that he was Christ.
They knew that he was Christ, this anointed one. Right? Let's keep it moving. Let's go to Revelation 16. Yeah, 16, brother. A couple more, then we'll wrap it up. Revelation 16. Nah, you know what? Let's skip that. Let's go to 2 Kings. Let's go to 2 Kings. That's all right. We're going to do Revelation 16, verse 13 and 14, and, you know, to show how devils work through men. Devils work through people. Demons, evil spirits work through people. They can't appear before us and say anything to us. So, therefore, I need a host. I'm going to play with somebody's mind. That's how they do. They use people. You go to 2 Corinthians chapter 11. Read verse 4, then 13 and 15, and see that Satan had ministers. That's people. It's people. He used people. Like God used people. See? What I say, 2 Kings, brother? 22. 2 Kings 22. 2 Kings 22. 2 Kings 22. Where we at? And verse 2 Kings 2, I'm tripping, and verse 22. 2 Kings chapter 2, verse 22. Let me slow down. 2 Kings chapter 2, verse 22. Right? Because the question was in there too. And they said, can demons live among us like in a wife and kids or a job? That's a good question. 2 Kings 2:22. What it say, bro?
So the waters were healed unto this day, according to the saying of Elisha, which he spake.
Okay. So if you want to know what waters was healed, go back to the chapter. Go back and read. Start at chapter 2, and read up into this. So all that he have done, he healed some waters. Right now, let's move on. He's about to go somewhere else. 23.
And he went up from thence unto Bethel.
Who we talking about, y'all? We just read it. So somebody said it. Thank you. Go ahead.
And as he was going up by the way, there came forth little children out of the city.
What kind of children?
Little children.
Little children, y'all. Everybody love little children. Everybody love children. There came forth little children out of the city. And what they do, brother?
And mocked him.
They mocked Elisha, y'all. We gotta pay attention. This is powerful right here. They mocked Elisha, and what happened?
And said unto him,
tell us how they mocked him, brother.
Go up, thou bald head.
See, we got them out here today. Kids are the same today they was back then. Maybe a little worse. He said, go on up, bald head. You probably got the ringleader, and they just following him. Okay. What else he said?
Go up, thou bald head.
Go. Oh, you ain't here the first time. Go up, bald head. Go. Hey. slap head, right? Okay. What else happened?
And he turned back
And Elisha turned, and what did Elisha do?
and looked on them.
Hey y'all. He looking at children. He looked at the children. Surely he looked with some love. Okay. He left it in God's hands. Let's see. Read.
And cursed them.
And what? He blessed them, brother.
And cursed them.
And cursed. He looked at them. I thought when you look at children, you see sweetness. But Elisha cursed them. He cursed them. And how he do it?
In the name of the Lord.
He cursed them in the name of God. He cursed them in the name of God. And when this man did that, what happened? Because keep him up. I'm going to let you read that first.
And there came forth 2 she-bears.
2 she-bears came forth. Oh, man. Go ahead, read. And what the she-bears do?
Out of the wood.
Mhm.
And tear 40 and 2 children out of them.
See?
Of them.
So the children got tore to pieces. Why? First of all, they got the wrong mindset. You didn't teach your kids like God told you to teach them. You out there reviling the gods. And that got you put down by bears. How do we know God had his hand on it? Because he cursed the children in the name of the Lord, right? We can't read where Elisha was training bears and tied them over there just for this exact moment to let them loose. No. Somebody sent them bears. They ain't trained bears. God sent them bears. But why would God send bears out and he got all 42 of them? Ain't none of them escaped. And he ain't just sent out bears, it's she-bears. She-bears will tear you up. Especially if they got cubs around. Boy, you don't want to accidentally walk on one of their dens with cubs. Ooh. They'll kill you and just leave. They won't eat you, but if they real hungry, they may eat you. But they're more likely kill you because you're interfering in their territory, right? So we see you saying, "Go thou up, bald head." What spirit is that on these kids? Who you talking to? You talking to a man that got the double portion of Elijah. Who you talking to? Who? This is the man of God. Who are you talking to? Did he not get a double portion of Elijah? Yeah, yes, he did. And you're going to come out. This will happen. Let's show you why God allowed that. Let's go to Exodus 22. Exodus 22, man. We're going to read one verse. Exodus 22 and 28. Why God allowed that? See, because God, he has a habit of telling us to teach our kids, sons, and he keeps saying that for a reason. Because when you don't do that, this will happen to your sons and your sons' sons when you don't teach them. Exodus 22 and verse 28. What it tell us what it said?
Thou shalt not revile the gods.
Oh, thou shalt not what? Revile the gods. What else?
Nor curse the ruler of thy people.
You see that? Wasn't them children reviling Elisha? For what? He leaving the city. He done healed the waters. And that's how he healed the waters in your city. Ungrateful child. And that's how y'all treat him? Okay. Go on up, bald head. Everything funny. Until God show you it ain't funny. Let's go to Luke 9. Luke 9, right? Watch this. Because we ask questions like these, but let's not forget. Nobody's exempt from devils. You better be very mindful to see if it's on you. Luke 9 and verse 51. Luke 9 and 51. When you get it, bro, tell us what it say, bro.
And it
Luke
came to
9
pass.
and 51. Yep. It came to pass. What came to pass, brother?
When the time was come that he should be received up, he steadfastly set his face to go to Jerusalem.
Okay, so Jesus trying to go to Jerusalem, right? He trying to go to Jerusalem, right? Go ahead, brother.
And sent messengers before his face.
Yes, sir.
And they went and entered into a village of the Samaritans
Go ahead.
to make ready for him. And they also, and they did not receive him,
See, the Samaritans in that village, they ain't received Jesus. Why?
because his face was as though he would go to Jerusalem.
You ain't even trying to chill. You just trying to go through here, huh? Nah, we ain't with that. Okay, go ahead.
And when his disciples James and John saw this,
James and John saw this. This is Jesus' disciples. They saw what happened. This is service of God. That's why it's very important. We have to strengthen our walk, y'all. And it starts here. What happened, brother?
They said, Lord, wilt thou that we command fire to come down from heaven
And do what?
and consume them, even as Elias did?
See, they asked Jesus, will you allow us to command fire to come down from heaven and consume, y'all? And consume them as who? As Elijah did. Oh, man, all because they wouldn't let Jesus in, y'all. All because they wouldn't let Jesus go by. Watch this. Let's see how Jesus said. What did he say, brother?
But he turned and rebuked them.
He rebuked them. What else he say?
And said, Ye know not what manner of spirit ye are of.
See, that's the problem. We got to understand what spirit we are of, y'all. These devils are down here, man. They'll change your heart in a minute. And you have to have that skill to understand this. He said, you know not what manner of spirit ye are of. Why did Jesus say that? Read.
For the Son of Man is not come to destroy men's lives,
But what?
but to save them.
See that? Now, but y'all want to call down some fire because they just simply will not let Jesus go through that town, huh? Okay. Keep reading.
And they went to another village.
Hold on. That's all they had to do? All they had to do was go to another village. But see, when you walk in with God and the devil play with you, you got power to burn them. Ask Jesus, can you do that? Jesus, do you command us to bring fire down on them just for not letting you pass? Jesus said, you don't know what mindset you are of. What spirit is behind that thought process? What spirit is behind that little brain of yours? For the Son of Man is not come to destroy man's lives, but to save them. That's what devils do, y'all. Devils make us angry, all kinds of stuff. To kill us and other people around us. All right. Let's go to all right, First Chronicles 21 and 1 verse. Because I want to we seen disciples had devils up on them. You don't need why? Because if you had the Spirit of God, Jesus wouldn't have said what he said right there. You don't know what spirit you are of. What manner is that? You want to kill them for no reason? It ain't even got nothing to do with sin. Did they sin because they ain't let Jesus by? Or that just goes out the window now? Because you don't like how they doing stuff. It's going to be a lot of things done to us and other like-minded people that we ain't going to like. But ain't nothing you can do about that. That don't mean go kill them. That's why we ain't got no power now. I ain't going to lie. Bible to roast everybody, see? But that's the wrong mindset. You know why? Because there's something in me that has to get out. Just like everybody else. First Chronicles 21 and 1. What they say, brother? Because we talk about a man that was after God's own heart. David. Right? What happened to David, bro?
And Satan stood up against Israel.
You see that? Who? You said Satan?
Yep.
But he had God's heart, though. Oh, see how Satan be moving then? God give you warnings. He sent in Nathaniel or Jehu or one of them. He sent in. He told him don't number the children of Israel. But that strong demonic thought was on David so much. I need to number the children. I want to number them. Right? So read that verse again.
And Satan stood up against Israel.
He stood up against Israel. Go ahead.
And provoked David to number Israel.
And provoked David. See? You see what the devils do? That's what the devils do. We can't see or hear them. But they right there all the time, y'all. And they provoke us to do things that we're not supposed to be doing. That's what they do. Where do you think these strong thoughts come from? The cartoons had it right. Bugs Bunny, all of them. They know. They know. Because it's real. That was it, bro? Okay, last spot. 1 John 4. 1 John chapter 4. 1 John chapter 4. And when you get it, pick it up at verse 4. 1 John chapter 4. 1 John 4, y'all. So now that we know, we found out where these demons come from. evil spirits, evil angels. We know where they come from. We read God kicked them out, right? God kicked them out. So now they down here, right? We understand they down here. They're living among us. This is their prison. We understand that. We also understand they use people. Not only use people and hit the mental, but they touch the physical as well. You get sick. Your nose running, devil. Sneak, devil. Devil. They have that much power, y'all. 1 John 4 and 4. What did it say, brother?
4 and 4?
Yes, sir. 1 John chapter 4 and verse. I probably said something else. Forgive me. I probably did. I don't doubt it. So 1 John chapter 4 and verse 4, bro.
Ye are of God, little children,
Little children, you are of God. See that? Go ahead.
and have overcome them, because greater
Overcome
is he.
who? Who we talking about, y'all? Demons, devils. And he's talking about false prophets too. But who's behind that man? Yeah, because you got to go back to the beginning of his chapter and he tell you to try something. Why is he saying try spirits? Because that's what's behind people. Spirits. You got to see if it's a Holy Spirit behind somebody or a devil. Go ahead, bro.
Because greater is he that is in you.
See, this is how you overcome them. Greater is he that's in you. Who is that supposed to be? God, right? By his word. Then who?
Than he that is in the world.
See, so God's supposed to be filled up in this more than the devilish things and ways of this world. Go ahead.
They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them.
See? The world hear them. They speak of the world, right? They won't come up in here because y'all not talking about Halloween. Y'all talking about something else. Now they going to what? What is it now? Thanksgiving? Go ahead.
We are of God.
We are of God. What about it, brother?
He that knoweth God heareth us.
See? He that know God heareth us. Why you think we can stand up here and teach and read and you have people sit in the seat like that because they hear us because they are of God. Ha! Go ahead, man.
He that is not of God heareth not us.
No, that's why worldly folks don't care to hear what we got to say when it comes to this book. Read.
Hereby know we the spirit of truth.
The spirit of truth, which is the word of God. Truth comes from God. Go ahead.
And the spirit of error.
The spirit of error. Lies come from devils, demons, evil angels, evil spirits. That's what's happening. So, can demons live among us like a wife, kids, and a job? Yes. Yes, they can. They will continue to live here till God come back and get rid of them. Hope y'all understand in Jesus' name, baby. So, I know I asked this before. How we do this? Do we turn it off or leave it running? Close out. And then, where's Sister Gabby? She got a song? Y'all know y'all got, okay. All right, y'all, let's close out. How many minutes you need, Abigail? 15.
Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come,
thy will be done,
thy will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread,
and forgive us our debts,
and forgive us our debts,
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation,
And lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory forever.
and the glory forever.
In Jesus' name,
In Jesus' name,
amen.
amen. Right, y'all. 15 minutes.